Well, we can all feel it, that chillier weather outside. And Jen, I don't know about you, but that makes me crave those comfort foods like chili.
Come home to a warm bowl of chili, simmering in the crock pot all day.
So nice.
You open your door and that smell just is like, oh, I don't have to make dinner, it's already done.
I know. Well, the smell coming into here today too is wonderful.
Yeah. So we want to make a really healthy chili, and there are 6 ways to do that. So I've got some ideas over here. The first one would be to pick the right protein. So usually we always have some kind of a protein in the chili. You can go for a ground turkey, but make sure you're looking for a ground turkey breast because it's going to be a leaner option. You can also use the lean ground beef, which would be a 93.7. Or just use some chicken breast that you've shredded up, or shredded turkey breast. Pork even would be great in the chili.
Okay.
So make sure you just pick the right lean protein. Second thing you want to do is accessorize, meaning excess, make it more of your vegetables. So make sure you have a lot of vegetables. Not only does that offer a lot of flavor, but then you're also getting a really packed nutrient punch. You're getting lots of fiber and vitamins and all these different kinds of things. So if it says 1 cup of vegetables, maybe try 2 cups. It's just going to make a heartier bowl of chili. It's going to fill you up a little bit more. You also want to boost up your beans. So again, if it calls for 1 can of beans, put in 2. Just add in a little bit more. And you also want to look for the lower sodium options. So you can see that it'll say reduced sodium. You can also just drain and rinse your regular beans and then let them drain, and you'll get rid of 40% of the sodium that way.
Wow.
So if you've got some of those, don't throw them away, just use them up. Same with your tomatoes types of products. You want to look for the no salt added. You can always add a little salt later, but in general try and just not have a lot of salt because sodium can be found in a lot of chilies. And then just make sure you're doing some really good seasoning. So add in some chipotle peppers or the adobo sauce, some cinnamon even, or some cumin.
So you have a recipe that you're going to show us here?
Yes, so this is a white bean and chicken chili. So it comes together really quickly, about 30 minutes, and the best thing about it is it costs less than $10 to make.
Wow.
So really
pretty cheap.
Yes, really cheap and really full of nutrients. So the first thing we're going to do is actually just saute up some vegetables. Okay. And we're going to do the poblano peppers.
Okay. So just dump these in
So just
here?
dump those in, yep. And then you're going to do the onions. Okay. And so I've got 1 full onion and I've got 2 poblano peppers all cut up there. And then you're going to add your garlic in. So I've got 3 garlic cloves that I've just minced up. And a really easy way to mince up your garlic would just be to take that clove and smack it on the side with your knife. And it'll just kind of shred the paper off, and then you can just mince it up really quickly. So you're just going to basically let this cook for about 5 minutes. All we're looking for is to soften those vegetables up. And then what you're going to add is your seasoning. So we've got some coriander, which is related to the cilantro plant. It's actually just the seeds of the cilantro plant. And then we got a teaspoon of that, and we got a tablespoon of cumin, some ground cumin. So these are some really Mexican flavors that we're adding, and you're going to start to smell those.
Spice it up?
Yep, spice it up. So once that all kind of cooks down, you're just going to add in some other white things. We've got 2 cans of northern beans that I've drained and rinsed, and then let them drain again. Lots of beans, lots of fiber, lots of protein, which is good. You're going to add in the chicken. It's going to make for a hearty pot of chili here, but I wanted to make sure everybody could see what was going on.
But colorful as well.
Colorful, yeah. And then you would add in your full box of the lower sodium chicken broth.
Okay.
And then you're just going to let that all simmer together. And then you just squeeze in actually a whole lime and then a little bit of cilantro in there. And you would just let that all simmer together with all of your chicken broth, and everything would come together in about 30 minutes. And you have a nice pot of, or nice bowl of white chicken chili.
That looks beautiful.
And you could also make sure you're doing healthy toppings on your chili. So instead of sour cream, use the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. It's going to give you some protein and some calcium. Or try the reduced fat cheese.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jen.
You're welcome.
Wonderful, beautiful, very tasty chili for us. For more information on this recipe and others, just head to our website, kaltv.com, and look for Fresh and Simple.